Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Scouter Report. We've got a fresh new gameplay video for you guys. This is a game from last night's local. This will be a bit of a different one. So we've got the Son Gohan Mono Gohan deck on the left, played by Devon. This deck is a bit of a meme, but Devon does pretty well with it. So we'll see how it goes. On the right, we have Luke, local player, younger player. And he's actually what I'm hoping to focus on in this game. He was asking some questions. How can we get better at the game? What can we do? So I'm hoping this video, watch his gameplay, give him some tips, help him out, maybe help you guys out too. If you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. We always appreciate that. Coming back every week with new Dragon Ball Super card game videos. So we're going into turn one here. Luke goes ahead and plays the one-drop Goku. Grabs a ball. Then we got Devon doing crazy things. So he's going to go ahead and swing with his lead. Luke takes the damage, and Devon combos off that fresh new power booster. Great Saiyaman card. So he can do dumb things like this, like Font of... Oh, God. Spirit, I believe is what it's called. So what that's going to do is on turn one, he's able to play that Desire card using one blue energy, and it brings out a Saiyan of 2 or less onto the field, which is exactly what he wants with that Great Saiyaman card. So the Great Saiyaman card mills a card off the top of your deck and puts it under himself. Then he searches the deck for 2 Dragon Balls. If you didn't know, these other Dragon Ball leaders all got boosts from the power boosters, because they all struggled to awaken, and now they're just a bit better at it. We've seen with the new Chi-Lai deck that's out there, shout out to Eggman, that deck's viable now. This deck's pretty good. Maybe the red Oolong could do something, we'll see, and the Tagoma's pretty good in the yellow decks. So Luke takes 1 damage in that last turn, and we're going to go ahead and pass to him. 2 energy up, thinking about what he wants to do. Let's see, I think he wants to know what is going on with that Great Saiyaman card, because he doesn't know exactly what it does, and that's fine. Fresh new card. So, 1 energy is going to go ahead and play, I believe, Aider. Aider searches the top 7 cards of your deck for a vanilla card. You don't know what vanilla is? It's actually the wrong turn. It's a skill-less battle card. So, one of those cards, like he has charged in this energy there, that's got no skills. Goes ahead and grabs the old Vegeta card, brings that to hand. You're going to want to combo one of those off into the drop so you can awaken at 6. Then on the other side of this Goku leader, he's going to turn once per turn the first time he combos with a skill-less battle card. It's going to boost it by 5k, so it turns it into a 10k combo piece for free, which is really good. And now that he has the Goku on board, he's able to, defend an attack, combo it off, which will allow him to KO a battle card on the other side of the field. So that's good. Nice kind of zone out. We'll see what he does here. So Luke's going to go ahead and combo off 2 cards. Interesting play. I don't think he needed to do the ball's fine. We'll see what he does here with it. I believe he's going to grab it back, which is great. I don't know if he needed to combo off the 2-drop yet. Not super needed. We'll see what he does with it. So he swings with the Kid Goku. Interesting play. Not necessarily the ideal, but I see what he's doing here. He wants to stand that back up. He probably should have used the Sensu Bean on the leader ability, so he didn't have to sit down the Goku there. But he does want 2 energy here. We'll see what he does with it. Pays 2, triggers the Goku, which brings out a 3-drop skill-less battle card from the deck or drop. So he's going to go ahead and search a 30k Dabura here. This guy is a big boy, blowing them hot fire flames out of his mouth. 30Ks, once you get these out here, especially in turn 2, is pretty early to get that out here. It's going to be very difficult to get rid of unless Devon is running kind of hard counter and like a lot of removal. So good play here by Luke too on comboing off that 4-star earlier, which has allowed him to grab it off that Goku effect. But I guess he didn't grab one earlier. So get that extra +5, get it right back to hand. Super great. That's definitely what you want to be doing with this deck. The problem here, though, is that he swung with the little Goku, and he's only 5k. Luke has no way to really defend this card right now without dropping his whole hand. He definitely does not want to do that. And I think that's one of the things that he should think about doing that's a little bit trickier. Like, a lot of the times newer players think that they want to be using all their energy on every turn and getting the maximum amount of guys out there and pressuring as hard as they can, when in reality, it probably would have been better to leave the Goku just sitting there, not swing with him, and wait till the next turn to trigger him. So you're having one energy up on defense, one energy up here, and then you got more Sensu Beans to do more defensive things, and then you have bigger turns later. So that's one little thing he can do to improve his play. Devon's going to do the same thing he did last turn. Search more Dragon Balls with that sweet Power Booster Gohan. Discards the Gohan. We're going to be saying Gohan a lot in this video. All the cards in the deck pretty much are Gohan. If you want to check out the deck profile for the deck on the left, it's on the channel. So luckily for Devon, he does run a bunch of straight removal of 4 drops or less in that Indomitable Spirit Son Gohan. I think that's what it's called. Something like that. So that KO's a 4 or less, which is great, and that's pretty much everything in his deck. I think one of the reasons Devon put this deck together in the way he did, 1, it's fun to say Mono Gohan. 2, a lot of people play Skill-less that are locals, so he is hating playing against it, and he thought this is a good way to get rid of it. So he's got the Baba, which is going to KO the 1-drops. Then he's got the Gohan that's going to KO all of the vanilla cards. So he can just sit here and wipe the board over and over and over and never let Luke kind of build that advantage that he wants to build, which is really cool. Great counter. Luke goes ahead and charges a Dragon Ball. Not what you usually want to be doing. You want to be charging blue the whole way through, but not too bad. Most of the blue stuff costs 1 or 2 blue, so it's pretty straightforward to get him down. See what he does. 3 energy. Drops down the Preface of Recovery, Son Goku. If you don't know what that card does, it's a BCC promo card. Pretty cool card. It's got Barrier. When you play it, costs 3, untaps 2 energy. So you're able to kind of play it for 1 when you have 3 energy. And just having a Goku out there with Barrier is good all the way around. Like, it's hard to remove. Pretty good. So he's going to go ahead and play the Adventure, Start the Adventure, whatever it's called, Goku, the 1-drop, the best card. Awesome. Search out another 4-drop, shuffle, and we'll see what he does. It's a little tricky here with Baba on board because Devon's able to remove the Aider at any time, or the Goku if he wants to, although the Aider is probably the better choice here. So we'll see what he does. So a little tricky here for Luke too. Something I think that I haven't seen in his deck yet that I think he should be running, and well, maybe we'll talk to him about what's in his deck next time I see him, but have not seen any self-awakening cards in the deck. And in Skill-less Goku, you definitely want to be running at least 4 copies of a card that will awaken you. You want to be getting to 6. You want that vanilla in the drop. You want to be getting that plus 1 every turn on the other side. Filtering through your whole deck, seeing the cards you want, bringing the balls back with Gokus. So here's the problem, is that because Devon has that Baba on the field, it's going to negative 5k one of his cards. And actually, I think... Okay, so yeah, KO's the Gohan. That's great. Interesting play from Devon. I may have chose the Aider, but I can see why he might pick the other one. He might want, he doesn't want that 30k coming out next turn. So sometimes it's better to give up the card than to, do the by the book better play. So Luke's going to go ahead and attack with the 15k Preface of the Recovery Son Goku. Got just a quick combo out. Devon getting those pieces in the drop that he wants. And actually, I didn't think about this. That Gohan that he just dropped right there gives, I believe, any Son Gohan Adolescence an evolve cost of 3 red, I think, which is pretty cool, especially when you can play it off that Font of Spirit card. Luke goes in here, plays the Krillin, taps out again, drains the Gohan by 5, doesn't get rid of it. but then swings a couple times to bring these guys down. Try to bring him down. Probably should not have comboed off the Aider there. You want it both for defense, and it's just something that they are going to want to deal with, because the moment you get another Gohan out there, his effect is in play and can definitely mess with their lines of play if you want to do it. So, interesting play. Probably would not have comboed that off, especially with such a small hand. You want all of the cards you can get, and comboing up to 20 is not really worth it. Like 25 is worth it sometimes, but not when they're at 4 or 5 life. It's not really what you want to do. You want to be preserving hand size and building it, not comboing off pieces and not getting anywhere with it. So, see what Devon does here. I haven't actually seen this game yet, so I'm not sure how it goes or what exactly he does, but he's going to go ahead and play another Baba. Give that sweet Gohan another 5k, so he's a 15k now. Swing with Gohan into Preface of Recovery. Preface, as we like to call it. No, it's not the right name, but here we go. Combos off the Baba. Drain Vegeta by 5, draw a card. Baba's really good. Dash pack card from, I believe, set 5, maybe 6. And gets rid of the Preface. Let's go. Devon's going to, looks like, attack with Leader. I'm not sure who he's attacking. Luke with 3 cards in hand. Tough position, especially Devon's got the Bible over there. Probably 7, 8 cards in hand. Pretty rough. Skill-less usually has quite a bit bigger hand by now, and I think one of the reasons why he doesn't, one, he's mismanaging a few of his combo pieces and kind of not defending when he shouldn't and going in when he shouldn't. I'll get a little better about that. Something for the newer players, on offense early in the game, don't combo. Like, unless you are trying to wipe something off the board that's super important, like, if their leader's at 10 and you're at 10, just leave it there. You're getting value. They're losing a card. And, potentially taking damage if they don't want to. It's a win-win for you, bad for them. So Devon goes ahead. Looks like he was going to do a Child's Wish there, but decided not to, and that's fine. We play pretty casually at locals. Let people take it back. So he plays the Gohan, which is going to bring out that sweet evolve target, which I'm guess is setting him up for his next turn. And it looks like Devon plays this deck in a very control combo deck manner, where he's just wiping the board, managing the board state, and getting out his big dude at the end here, which you can see charged in his energy. So he's not really attacking, doesn't want him to awaken, doesn't want him to get cards. Pretty good play, especially with that cheap evolve cost on the next turn. Going into Luke's turn 4, I believe. He's got to choose what to charge. Tough choice. Probably should go with the vanilla card in his deck. That'd be the right choice, I think. Or potentially... we'll see. We'll see what he does. Definitely do not want to charge the Champa here. Definitely a card you want to keep. And it's not really usable for you. And he goes ahead and charges. So, it's not the worst thing you could possibly do, but the red doesn't help you unless he's running some other red cards, which I don't think he is. I think charging the vanilla beater there would have been a better choice. Get him another blue. It is a good combo piece, and he can play it, hardcast it for 2, which is pretty good. But at this point in the game, when your opponent has 3 guys on board and you have none, a 1 cost 10k on defense is pretty good. But this also isn't bad. So he's going to go ahead and play the Dimension Support Trunks. That's going to get him a 20k or less Skill-less card from the deck and play it, and gains critical for this turn, which is pretty good. Not sure what he's doing with those super combos there. Moving them around, I guess. Getting them spaced out. So, now he's got a 20k crit and a 15k Overrealm Trunks on the board. Lots of pressure, especially when Devon's tapped out. So if he wants to defend the attack, he's either going to have to combo quite a few cards or use a Sparking Negate, which also is great. Interesting play. Probably should not have attacked the Gohan here, because Devon doesn't care about that Gohan anymore, especially when that guy has crit. You want to be pressuring the leader with that damage. And he's going to go ahead and swing at lead again. I think we'll see what Devon does. He has kind of two choices here. He can defend it, or he can probably just take it, but we'll see. So another interesting play from Luke here, comboing off the 5K, especially going into Devon's turn 4 here with the three evolve Gohan. He's going to be coming in with a big hitter. Going to be hard to not die. Probably want to keep as many cards in hand as possible. So we'll see. He's got 4-star Dragon Ball and a Power Burst. Not a ton of great defense. Power Burst is good, but I don't know. We'll see. So Devon paying 3 energy, bringing out that sweet Tournament of Power Gohan card, which then plays from your hand 3 Universe 7 cards of 3 or less, I believe. So he's able to flood the board with a bunch of Gohans. If he floods the one with the KOs, clear the other guy's board. If he swings with the crit, draw 2 if he's low enough, although he's got a pretty big hand, so maybe not. Actually, he might be drawing here. We'll see. 4 cards, he could definitely draw. That's good. All right, so we'll see. Going to go ahead and swing with the burst attack. Luke should definitely negate this because it is crit. So this is the difference between kind of solid play and someone who's still learning the game, is knowing when to take crit damage, when to negate, when to combo the pieces. It's all these little things that if you just would have either saved your card or taken the life, the game would be in a much different state. You'd have a much bigger hand. It's okay to go down in life. The life doesn't really get crucial until you're down about 4, 3. And so taking that first couple damage is not that big a deal, especially when your leader awakens at 6. So he should be able to have a fairly large turn this turn. He should have awakened first here, though, because... And I think Devon may have told him that. Let him take that back. That's fine. Like I said, we help each other out at the locals, trying to learn the game. Get these guys better. Unless there's an effect on that Gohan that I don't know about, which there might be. Let me go look that up. Yeah, looks like Luke's going to go ahead and play the Dabura card, hardcast it, and that's fine. Flip over, untap 1, draw 1. This is when this deck starts to get going. Would have been nice to see this by turn 2 or 3 instead of on turn 4. Now that Luke is awakened, this is where Skill-less really hits its stride, when you can reveal the Dragon Ball, draw 2, discard a card, and hopefully you have that Son Gohan or Son Goku, the adventure begins on that board. Grab that ball right back. You just plus 2 cards for nothing. So good. One of my favorite decks of the set, if not the game. It's super fun. I like it. It's nothing but value. That's all you're trying to do. You're trying to build hand, trying to build board. You're just trying to outvalue your opponent on every single play. But Luke's in kind of a bad spot here. He's got 1 energy up. Or maybe 2. He's got 2 energy up. But he is looking 5 Gohans right in the face. And one of those Gohans is a 25k triple striker. When you combo 2 or 3 Universe 7 cards into the combo area. So kind of sneaky. You have to negate it to get around it. If not, you think a single strike's coming in, and that triple strike hits you in the face. So Luke goes ahead and plays another black, brings out this, gets another ball. Interesting play with this big board. probably would have kept the energy up. Depends what he has in hand, though. I'm not sure. A little tricky because he's running out of running out of cards in hand to defend against these big boys on the board. All these Gohans. So we'll see how this goes. And at this point, he should probably pass, which I think he does. So Devon going into turn 5, sitting pretty with 3, 4, 5 Gohans and a 5th Gohan in the leader area. Gohan's in the drop. Gohan's in the energy area. Gohan's in his hand. Gohan's everywhere. 4 energy. What is he going to play? I believe it is the baddest man in the game, foreseeing hit. Absolutely devastating when he has a small hand. Luke's still at, a solid 6 life, but when you've got this many guys on board, you take 2 of the cards, it's not that big a deal. Luke says, I only got 2 battle cards, just take these, but Devon does get to look at his hand. Remember that when you're playing foreseeing hit, definitely look at your opponent's hand each time so you know exactly how to map your next play. Devon goes ahead and uses his ultimate wish on his leader, which untaps 3 energy, and I believe it gives his leader plus a certain amount. That's good. And critical. I think it's plus 10 or plus 15 and critical. So he goes ahead and takes it. We'll see what he does. I think this game's just about over. So another 3 energy. Goes ahead and gives everyone on the board double strike and plus 5k. That's red. Double strike crit coming in hot. Draws 2, keeps that hand low. So much value. Combos 1 up to 25. Double strike crit. And this is where Luke should definitely have played Power Burst on that last guy. You can't be taking that crit damage to the face like that. Even if with these triple strikers on the board, you can't. So we'll see. So now that he combos all these Universe 7 cards, that's when he gets triple strike, and that's when the game is over. Not quite sure why Luke didn't use that Power Burst in hand, but he may have been feeling a little frazzled from how that game went, but hopefully he learned something from this. So for Luke, I think he should focus on early hand management, when to combo, when not to combo, how to keep up a big hand and kind of build that value, and using his life as a resource rather than protecting so much early. And that's something I've seen a lot of newer players not really manage well, is they think of their life as this super precious resource. And in reality, you should be thinking of it of, take the damage early. Oh, another card in my hand. That swings the game in my favor, potentially. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this and learned something, let me know down in the comments. Give us a subscribe. Hopefully check out Devon's Mono Gohan deck profile on the channel, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.